Hey everybody, welcome back to Stamping School. This week we're going to play with these big balloon dies that are new in the new Stampin' Up! Catalog. So it's called Balloon Festoon, and I'm going to show you the dies, and this is the stamp set. It's got this cute scallopy ribbon, which you could do either way, or you can even make it into some clouds, I was thinking. And you did it. Enjoy your day. Little confetti, stars, one balloon, which this smallest die will cut out, stars, more confetti, and then these little dots. Now the dies are really, to me, star of the show. Set of 11. Let me show you what they look like. They are big. Look at this biggest one. Look how big. This is the size of an A2 size card. So I'm going to show you a card using this balloon right here. So you get all of these dies right here. So, and they do layer, but of course, I don't know, do you really layer balloons? Probably not a whole lot, but you could. Let's see, but the little guys at the bottom don't layer. So here's the sizes of all the balloons. This one, and here, and here. So you get a lot of balloon sizes, which are great. And then you get these really great eyebrows. Don't they look like eyebrows? Look how fun. I think we could do some fun eyebrow things with these. And actually there's two of these little ones too, but I've lost one since I sat down to film. But look at all these. But these are so you can add the highlights to your balloon. Like that. I think these are really fun, of course, or eyebrows. And then this will cut the two balloon strands if you want them. Balloon strings or wire ties or mini golf clubs. Little bird legs. I love using dies for things other than what they were intended for. So these are cool. I don't think you have to get the whole bundle. If you already have balloon punch or sentiments, I don't think you have to. There's really only the one stamp here that works with the dies anyway. It's a nice birthday set, but if you've already got those, these are really, to me, the best part. So if you get the stamps and the dies, I think they're $50.25. If you get just the dies, they're $35. So pretty good for how big they are. Now here's the project that I ended up doing, and I used the new vellum. So this is what the vellum looks like. This is the product of the month. When you spend $75 before tax and shipping, you can choose a $5 gift or, product. And for this month, it is the vellum. And it's this pattern. You can tell I've already been into it. There's 12 by 12 sheets. It's really bright and happy. I love it. There's this one, and it's thick, which is really great because you really don't see the adhesive under it. I'll show you. There's this one. Look how pretty it is when you put white behind it. And then this really pretty like freesia plaid and a real pretty green polka dot. And it's called Berry Botanical. So I wanted to use the vellum, and I wanted to use that really big die. This will fit in the regular envelope, your A2 size envelope. Now when you try to stick it in this way, it's going to get hooked right there. So you got to just go in and then push the little balloon end in, and then it fits. So it's not too tight, but you just got to kind of slide it in this way to get it all in there. I did decorate my envelope because this one's going to get hand delivered, and I just cut some of the vellum, put it on here. All right, let me show you how easy this goes together. This is an old trick we have done for years with big dies. We have big scallops now also, so if you still have all those old dies that are real big, you can make shaped cards with this little trick. So the first thing I did is I took two pieces of the paper. I took one piece of vellum and one piece of white cardstock, and because the vellum is thinner, I can cut both at one time. So I used the largest die, ran it through together, and then you've got that. So see how pretty that is on top of that. Then you're just going to need to make this little thing right here. This little tiny lip. Can you see that? We're gonna score it. It's like a half of an inch right there. Now, back in the day, we also used to put the die, fold the paper and put it just a little bit below, but that makes it look like it got cut off, and I never liked that. So this works great, oldie but goodie. Now you can put it in your scoring tool and score a half of an inch, or if you're lazy, you can just bring in something with a little scoring tool and just score the little tippy top. Just try to be straight. Just score it right there, just a half an inch. Okay, and you're just making that little bend right there. Now I'm going to put some tear tape up the top. It's really nice and strong. I wouldn't use a wet glue. I would use some kind of a tape scenario here because you want it to really hold, and you also don't want it to show through the vellum. And then just line those up. And you don't have to crease the top one. Really, the only one that has to be creased is this bottom one, so when it flips up, it looks like that. So these are fun for all sorts of shaped cards. Now on this one, I actually cut out some of the flowers and I glued them on the white cardstock. I'm using seal, which is the regular seal. I love this tape. It's super strong. Put it on the back of the vellum. Glue it, and I mean, you can't see a thing. It's wonderful. This vellum is so thick. It's not like the paper. It is a cardstock vellum. That helps a lot. And then I just went through and trimmed that out and put dimensionals behind them. I did the same thing for the leaves. You can see here. And then I added this little sentiment here from the happy birthday. This is from the Sweet Words and Labels, if you guys got that from the Winnie the Pooh suite. But any label here, I embossed some gold on it because you know when you emboss it, you love them a little bit more. Added some gold sequins, stamped the balloon, enjoy your day, a few more sequins, and just tied the gold cord on the bottom. And that just will tuck into the envelope. And like I said, because I'm hand delivering, I'm gonna decorate the envelope like that, and it's done. Goes together really quickly, and of course you can use any themed paper and you can stamp the paper or whatever. We'll revisit these balloons for more projects later. Let me show you this birthday kit too. If you don't want to get the birthday dies, there's a new kit that came out at May 5th. It's called Pretty Party. And it has some stamps in there, and it has a little cube of ink in Cajun Craze, and it's just got lots of gold on it. So I did all 3 of the cards in less than 20 minutes. They were so easy to put together. They're pretty. I love all the gold shimmer. And then here's the second one. They're pretty. When you need a birthday card quickly, I love kits. And then this one. I like that both sides of the card are printed, so you can cut them apart and cut it down and layer it on another card if you want to make them go a little bit further. The envelopes are really pretty. They have a gold stripe on the flap. Let me show you in the kit here, Pretty Party. So it has a block, has some sequins, has all the envelopes and all the parts and pieces in here, and all the cards and the card bases and instructions. So it's a nice kit. If you don't want to get the dies but you want to make birthday cards, then get this one. I'll put the links down below. All right, that's it for me this week. I'm working on my paper shares and getting those all cut and ready to mail out to everybody. And thanks for everyone who participated in those. And we'll see you next week. See it, learn it, stamp it.